Now on CoastTV News.
Grappling with gender surgery, we look at a Delaware bill being backed by a Sussex County state senator that would ban gender surgery on children.
Pier pricing problem, long in need of repair. How much Cape Henlopen State Park officials are now saying it will cost to fix its fishing pier.
Signal strength on its way. Milton has long had cellular issues. Why that could be resolved later this year.
Winter ends warmer. Lots of sunshine today with a quiet and mild end to winter. Spring begins breezy with increasing showers. Details coming up.
This is CoastTV News Today.
And it is Wednesday, March 19th, 2025. Good morning. I'm Matt Pensick.
And good morning. I'm Elisa Weber. Thank you for joining us for our 5 o'clock hour.
Yeah, last full day of winter tomorrow
it is.
at this time.
5:01 in 1 minute.
All right, 1 minute. We will be in the spring season. Thanks for being a stickler on that one.
You're welcome. Well, it's almost grilling season. I know.
It is. That's my favorite time of year.
We know, Matt. You love to grill. And Bob, I think everyone's excited. The weather, it's been pretty pleasant the past couple of days.
It has been nice, and good morning, Elisa and Matt. Yes, and exactly 24 hours from now, 5:01 tomorrow morning, spring will arrive. But winter, still feeling like it out there this morning. Just checked my home station in Millsboro, 33 there, 33 in Georgetown, 32 in Redden. So we're looking at frost inland areas, and along the coast, even looking at upper 30s for Bethany Beach and Rehoboth, and 41 in Ocean City. The winds are calm, the skies are clear, and that's what's conducive to the cold, frosty conditions we're seeing this morning. Seeing lots of clear skies with high pressure overhead, clouds to the east, and then also mid to high level clouds increasing through the Ohio Valley. And eventually this high will slide offshore. We'll get into the clouds, and we'll also start to warm things up as we go into the afternoon hours. But not this morning. It is cold, seeing temperatures in the 30s and 40s. Make sure you leave a little extra time to scrape the frost and warm up the car. Mid-morning, we're in the 40s, and then by noon, a big temperature contrast, 60s inland, but only 40s and 50s at the coast, and I think you're only going to top out in the 40s and 50s at the beaches, with lower 60s around Millsboro, 67 in Salisbury and Seaford. So the farther inland you go, the warmer it will be, and then we're increasing the clouds into the evening hours. But all in all, a nice end to winter, going out with a whimper with milder conditions and light winds. And with the start of spring tomorrow, we will see some spring showers, especially tomorrow evening, and then lots of wind on Friday. Much more on your forecast coming up a little bit later in the newscast.
To that, thank you, Bob. In our top story this half hour, the Delaware State House has passed the End of Life Options Act. What this does, it allows medical assisted death for terminally ill patients with 6 months or less to live. You might remember a similar bill passed through both chambers of the General Assembly last year, but was vetoed by then Governor John Carney. This bill now heads to the Senate.
A Republican-backed bill in the Delaware Senate dealing with gender transition surgeries for children is getting a hearing today in the Health and Social Services Committee. It is Senate Bill 55, sponsored by Sussex County's Brian Richardson. It bans surgery on children. If it is believed that children will eventually identify with their biological gender, it also bans taxpayer funding of surgeries on children. With Democrats holding a 15-6 majority, it will be a challenge for Senate Bill 55 to get approval.
Today in Worcester County, we could see in court the man who took a plea deal in that tragic hit and run from 3 years ago. This is the date that was set for Tyler Mayu's sentencing. He was involved in a crash that killed 14-year-old Gavin Knupp of Ocean Pines. Now, it's important to note here that Mayu is facing traffic charges, and he's also facing a maximum of 10 years in prison. However, prosecutors say they could only recommend a little less than 4.
Happening today, plans continue to be worked on for an area in Milford called Deep Branch Park. Those plans will be reviewed by Sussex County's Planning and Zoning Commission. Milford wants to transform the 19.4-acre parcel into a park on Rehoboth Boulevard. Some ideas, it includes a playground, pickleball courts, and walking trails. The commission meeting takes place at 5 p.m.
Also today, we're expected to get a look at a project almost 2 years in the making. Milford and Slaughter Beach, they've been working together to connect the two communities, and officials want to build a bicycle and walking pathway on Route 1. An open house today will highlight this project and some of the alternatives being considered to connect the areas. This is all happening at the Milford Public Works facility.
More development news, this time the zoning of Bellmead Farm on Route 24 next to Beacon Middle School in Lewis. Today, the Planning and Zoning Commission will hear a request to change the farm's zoning to that of a commercial district. That planning meeting takes place at 5 p.m.
DNREC moving forward on plans to fix the Cape Henlopen State Park fishing pier. Park officials say the World War II era structure has already seen significant fixes and parts have been fenced off until additional repairs can be made. DNREC says it has $250,000 to work with, but building a new pier, that could cost $25 to $40 million. People we spoke with say they hope there are additional improvements to the popular state park.
No, I think you need both. You need to be able to have the campground so people can bring their families to camp and then enjoy the water and everything that goes along with it.
And according to DNREC, another area for improvement is the McBride bathhouse. It says it's undersized. DNREC will launch a structural analysis of the bathhouse to better understand its current condition and possible needs.
This is good news for Miltonians. Cell service is about to get better. Verizon confirms it will begin expanding this summer with plans for a new tower, and that should be done by the end of the year. It's welcome news for locals who say cell phones here are not the best.
Sometimes Verizon, yeah. If I have friends come over, if they're Verizon, they'll come over and they'll be like, hey, what's your Wi-Fi password? And I'll be like, all right, yeah, here it is, I get it. It's a little bit, it could be better.
Verizon says, quote, we know Delaware relies on Verizon while working with local leaders to help deliver network performance. Our customers expect and deserve. Our expansion in Milton will greatly improve customers' network experience, end quote. And the company expects work to start this summer and be complete by the end of the year.
Got an update on a story that we've been covering out of Lewis. The city is working on crafting a policy dealing with businesses that are operated out of a home. And tonight, the Lewis Planning Commission could move the plan forward to City Council. Here are some of the recommendations that are expected to be reviewed. No changes to the character or exterior of the home. No adult entertainment businesses. Hours of operation for these businesses would be between 7 a.m. and p.m. This is one of several agenda items for that meeting scheduled at 6:30.
We are now taking a live look at our nation's capital. President Trump is speaking out about what he called a very good, productive call with Russian President Putin and their agreement to an immediate ceasefire on energy assets in Ukraine. It's
important to note here that Ukrainian President Zelensky was not part of the conversations, and he says he wants more details.
NBC's Alice Barr shows us how the president's push to end the war in Ukraine comes as the fragile ceasefire in the Middle East fractured with a string of Israeli military strikes in Gaza.
President Trump in a new Fox News interview touting his nearly 2-hour phone call with Russian President Vladimir Putin.
Talked about a lot of things and toward getting it to peace.
Saying they have a very good relationship.
Putin actually said to me, if you're my friend, I'd hate to see you as my enemy.
President Putin agreed to stop attacking energy infrastructure targets in Ukraine for 30 days in what the White House calls a first step toward the full ceasefire that Ukraine already agreed to.
Буде часу президента Трампа.
Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky saying he supports any proposal to end the war on his country but needs more information and does not trust Putin. That, as the Kremlin said, it has a key condition, that foreign military aid and intelligence to Ukraine be cut off.
And we didn't talk about aid, actually. We didn't talk about aid at all.
It all comes after violence exploded once again in the Middle East, with Israel resuming airstrikes on Hamas targets in Gaza, killing hundreds, according to the Hamas-run health ministry. Negotiations had stalled for the next phase of a fragile ceasefire deal, Israel blaming Hamas for rejecting proposals from a Trump administration envoy.
Hamas refused offer after offer to release our hostages.
And citing indications that Hamas militants were trying to rearm. The renewed fighting raising new fears for the family of American-Israeli hostage Idan Alexander.
Any military action will put remaining hostages in danger. No question about it.
The Trump administration standing with Israel amid escalating global tensions. In Washington, Alice Barr, NBC News.
We're just getting started in this hour of Coast TV News today.
Coming up, condos on the coast. That's what one developer is asking for in Ocean View, the reaction to this latest project.
Also, Dairy Development Review will tell you why not everyone in Lewis would be opposed to a new development taking over an old dairy.
But first, Millsboro police hiring help, what the department is looking for in its efforts to add to their staff. All that and more as Coast TV News Today continues.
Transform your backyard into an outdoor oasis at Woodland Sheds in Bishopville, Maryland. Explore 11 acres with over 100 Amish buildings and 7,000 pieces of Amish poly furniture. Walk through our Amish-built sheds, kennels, coops, garages, and even pool houses. Enjoy free shed delivery and rent-to-own sheds with no credit check. We also have portable storage units. Visit us at Woodland Sheds, Route 113, Bishopville.
Do you have stains in your carpet that won't come out? You need Horsepower Bullshot, the all-new hands-free carpet cleaner and deodorizer. Just spray, and the stain and odor go away. Got pet messes? This black light shows a urine stain is gone in just seconds. The advanced foam action formula penetrates deep to emulsify and neutralize stains and odors. It erases blood stains, makeup, juice, coffee, and more. For older and tougher stains, just give it a little rub and watch as Bullshot works its magic. Red wine spills? They're no problem for Bullshot. And watch up close as burnt bacon grease stains are obliterated right before your very eyes. Get Horsepower Bullshot for only $19.99. But wait, due to rising costs, this may be your last chance to get yours. And there's a strict limit of 3 at this low, low price. So don't wait. Order now.
Call 1-800-693-6210 or visit buybullshot.com. So call 1-800-693-6210 or visit buybullshot.com now.
Through the window, I seen a pile of dogs.
A canine encounter.
She was shaking and afraid.
But this outcome
This was the most exciting thing that happened.
was different.
Oh, the puppies are adorable. You want to see a picture of the puppies?
Sure. Oh, they did turn out cute.
Next, Judge Judy.
Wednesday at 2 on Coast TV.
It is exactly 5:12 on our Wednesday morning Spicer Brothers cam right now. It's frosty in Salisbury, 32. Good visibility with clear skies. I see that smoke going straight up, meaning we have no wind, but it's cold. 32 in Delmar, 33 in Georgetown, Milton 34, and pretty cold at the beaches with 30s and 40s. Winter calm, so thankfully we have that, but we're going to be scraping some frost this morning with clear skies and calm conditions as we're between systems. We have clouds to the east, clouds to the west, so high pressure right in between. Sunshine this morning, but you're going to be a little delayed scraping that frost and warming up the car this morning. That's why I gave it the yellow light. And then heading home, much nicer, but some high clouds building in, dry and mild, and the green light from 4 to 6 p.m.
In Millsboro, the police department there is now accepting applications for the 2025 Fall Academy class. A physical and written test will be held on Tuesday, March 25th and Wednesday, April 16th. That'll be at 9 a.m. at the Millsboro Middle School. Applications must be submitted before taking that test, and the applications can be found on the police department's website.
The FBI is asking people and companies to take extra steps to protect their Outlook, Gmail, and other popular accounts. It comes after a group of developers targeted critical industries such as healthcare with ransomware called Medusa. Some tips for protection: turn on two-factor authentication if it's not already on. Be cautious when it comes to file downloads and links.
Artificial intelligence could be coming to a drive-thru near you. Yum Brands, they own restaurants like KFC, Taco Bell, and Pizza Hut, announced it's partnering with technology chip maker NVIDIA. The company says it plans to use the AI tech in restaurant drive-thrus where it will adapt to human speech patterns and understand menus.
Still ahead, Dairy Development Review will tell you how one proposed project could be just steps away from final approval tonight in Lewis.
Frosty inland areas, a little milder at the beaches, 41 in Ocean City on the Hershey Exteriors camp. Cold start to the last day of winter, but it ends mild, and spring begins mild tomorrow. At this time tomorrow, it'll be springtime, and we'll see some showers and breezy conditions, very windy on Friday. Your forecast details in 2 minutes. Stay tuned.
Coast TV First Alert Weather. Your safety, our commitment.
Today at 4 on Coast Life, smart tax planning isn't just about numbers, it's about impact. Learn how charitable giving can play a key role in your business and family strategy. Coast Life, today at 4 on Coast TV.
Michael Anderson of Anderson Wealth Management has the strategies you need to help plan your retirement. Catch Wise Money right here on WRDE.
Water, nature's ultimate cleaner. We drink it, we bathe in it. Think water, think steam, think clean. Now harness the power of water with the H2O X5 5-in-1 steam cleaning system.
I'm so impressed with the X5.
It's an all-in-one product. I can use it throughout my entire house.
It's cleaning, it's sanitizing, there's no chemicals in it. It's just steam.
This is unbelievable. There is no more odor. You could spend over $500 to purchase the products that the X5 5-in-1 Miracle replaces. Order your H2O X5 steam cleaning system, a $500 value, for just 4 easy payments of $43. Order now and we'll upgrade your X5 package. We'll add a 6th mode with a dusting and polishing wand. Valued at over $30, this extra bonus attachment makes your H2O X5 the H2O X6. That means your 10-piece system becomes a 12-piece system at no extra cost to you. All for just 3 easy payments of $43. Call or click right now.
Have you ever felt leg pain, restlessness, cramps, tingling, swelling, numbness? If you've ever experienced the warning signs of bad circulation, then you need Legzercise Pro, the natural circulation booster that uses continuous automatic leg movement to soothe pain and promote healthy circulation the natural drug-free way. Soothe pain and calm restless legs. Reduce swelling in your legs, ankles, and feet, and stimulate healthy circulation. Stay active with Legzercise Pro.
Download the Coast TV News app on your Apple or Android devices. Coast TV weather can be heard on 93.5 The Beach.
Time is 5:16, and you are looking live at a chilly morning there in Ocean City. Last day of winter, and Bob, I just said, let's bring on that spring. Let's bring it on.
We're bringing it on, Matt. Old Man Winter is going out with a whimper, and I think after this winter, we can all breathe easy. Boy, what a winter it was. All that snow and cold. And the winter season is ending mild today. It's starting out chilly, frosty this morning, but by this afternoon, inland areas 64. It will be cooler at the beaches with 50s there. And then by this time tomorrow, it's spring. Spring officially arrives at 5:01 a.m. and it'll feel like spring tomorrow, 67 with late day showers. Windy and colder on Friday, 54, back to 64 on Saturday, then back to 54 on Sunday. So kind of up and down temperatures as we go into the next few days. And temperatures are frosty cold right now. 32 in Salisbury. Check my home station in Millsboro, 33. 33 in Georgetown as well. So a lot of frost out there with calm winds. 41 in Ocean City. Not as frosty at the beaches. 38 in Rehoboth. As the winds are calm right now, we've got conducive conditions for the frost. Radiational cooling. No wind, clear skies, all that heat going into space, and we're looking at the clear skies all up and down the East Coast now. Clouds to the east, and also some mid to high-level clouds now moving in from the west. Now, this high is going to move offshore, and then the flow around that high is going to bring in some milder air. It's also going to bring in some clouds this afternoon. But look at this storm developing across the western plains. It's going to create blizzard conditions through Nebraska into Iowa and Minnesota as well. And it's a big wind machine as well, so it'll be moving to the east, increasing our wind, then with the cold front with it, eventually increasing our shower chances tomorrow evening. But this morning, we're scraping frost with temperatures in the 30s, and then mid-morning, frost is gone with 40s at the coast, low 50s inland areas, and then by 1 o'clock, a big temperature contrast. 40s and 50s at the coast, and then the 113 quarter, you're looking at 50s and low 60s, and then mid-60s from Salisbury to Seaford. You could be into the upper 60s before it's all said and done. And then this evening, increasing clouds, and we'll call it partly cloudy through the overnight. Not as chilly Thursday morning as the winds start to turn to the south. Temperatures in the 40s, and it gets breezy throughout the day as the clouds increase. And then by later in the afternoon and evening, here comes some showers. This is not a huge system. Maybe pockets of heavier rain, maybe a rumble of thunder as well. We're not going to get a ton of rain out of this system, but still some showers through tomorrow evening. Then the front comes through, and then those winds start to roar on Friday. Cold in the morning with 30s. Really strong winds as we go into the afternoon hours, and cold and windy into the afternoon. Look at these arrows changing colors, indicating the strong winds. As we're looking at gusts, 28 to 30 miles per hour later Thursday. It's breezy into Thursday evening, and then the wind shift, and then the winds start to really howl. 35 to 40 miles per hour Friday morning, and then gusting maybe 45 to almost 50 miles per hour as we go through the day, and it's feeling cold too. Maybe a half inch to about 3/4 of an inch of rain with the system as it comes through. Paul Davis, 7-day forecast. Yeah, mild as we transition from winter into spring tomorrow. Showers later in the day. Paul Davis, 7-day forecast. Windy Friday, 54. Feeling colder with that wind. Could see a sprinkle Saturday, 64. Back to 54 on Sunday, and maybe a few more showers on Monday. Umbrella giveaway winner is Walter McNair from Cambridge, Maryland. Congratulations to Walter on his brand new umbrella from Paul Davis Restoration and Home Remodeling and Coast TV.
Thank you, Bob. Happening today, the Lewis Planning Commission is set to review the final subdivision plan for a proposed development. It's called Roosevelt Landing. The 8 single-family lots would be located on Pilot Town Road. It was more than 100 years ago. We're going back all the way to 1919. The land was home to the Lewis Dairy, but for the past several years, the building's been empty, and the property looks like this. Some people who live nearby say they are sad to see the dairy go, but also that they're fine with a development this size.
At least that's small, you know, not going to create that much traffic, and not like some of the larger building areas. I hated to see the dairy leave, really, because had been there for so long, but, you know, everything changes.
The Planning Commission could issue a recommendation to the mayor and city council, who will hold a public hearing and then make a final decision on the subdivision plan. This does bring us to our Coast TV poll. We want to know, how should Lewis honor the history of the dairy? So let's take a look at the updated results.
And so far, 69% of voters say as a historical marker, 19% say no tribute needed, 7% community space, and 5% a museum exhibit. And if you haven't voted yet, you can still do so on CoastTV.com or on our mobile app. Up next on Coast TV News Today, condos on the coast will tell you how many homes one developer is asking for in Ocean View and when officials will discuss that project. Don't go anywhere.
Coaches make a difference for their athletes and communities, and we want to honor them.
Each month, the Preston Automotive Group will select a coach who makes a difference and donate $500 to their organization. Then at the end of the year, 3 of these coaches will receive an additional donation to their program.
The coach can be from any sport at any level, up to and including high school.
Nominate your coach today at DelmarvaSportsNetwork.com.
Delmarva Sports Network's Coach Who Makes a Difference. Sponsored by Preston Automotive Group. Coast TV First Alert Weather. Your safety, our commitment.
It all started with a food truck and a dream of bringing excellent street food to our community. That dream became Tiki Jack's as we know it today. From mouth-watering street tacos to our signature sandwiches and street-inspired entrees, Tiki Jack's is the ultimate destination for comfort food by the shore. Whether you're dining out with family or looking for a fun night out with friends, stop by Tiki Jack's of Rehoboth Beach today for all your street eats and brews.
Stay tuned to get a free automatic toilet bowl cleaner from Mermaid. Your sink stopper's broken, and fixing a drain is a pain. Introducing Mermaid Drain Magic, the instant solution to most broken drains. Just remove and replace. In seconds, you can fill and drain with a simple press of a button. Drain Magic makes replacing your old, broken, rusty, even missing sink stoppers fast and easy. Drain Magic's anti-clogging basket helps prevent clogs in your sink, catching hair, food, even jewelry. Made with brass and chrome and a silicone gasket, it creates a watertight seal. Order your Mermaid Drain Magic today for only $19.99 and get a Mermaid toilet bowl cleaner absolutely free. Drop it in the tank for up to 3 months of cleaning. But wait, this could be your last chance to get Drain Magic at this low price with free toilet bowl cleaner. There's a strict limit of 3, so order now.
Call 1-800-944-6857 or visit GetDrainMagic.com. So call 1-800-944-6857 or visit GetDrainMagic.com now.
This is a community where my zaniness fits in just fine. Because I go to Rehoboth Beach, they love me because I'm zany. I go to Lewis, they love me because I'm zany, I guess. Or they tolerate me, you know. I go to Milton, I go to Salisbury, and just people are more accepting than you would typically give them credit for. That's an overall wonderful, even playing field. Is connecting with people, regardless of the background or the culture. It is really surprising how diverse this particular area along the coast is specifically.
A proposed development named Gulfstream Glen Clove is coming before the Sussex County Planning and Zoning Committee today. Developers are asking for a zoning change and a conditional use that would allow them to build 46 condos in Ocean View. Developers want to change this area from an agricultural residential district to an MR medium density residential district. And what that means basically is they want to change what they are able to do with that land. CoastTV spoke with Brian Thomas, who has lived in his Ocean View home for over 25 years. He says enough with the new development.
Yeah, I don't like to see it coming in. I have no control over it. It's not my property. But I do like to see them respect, or would like to see them respect, the people who live in the area already and have established themselves.
We tried talking with the developers as well, and they said they had no comment at this time. And Matt, today is the last day of winter. I know you're really sad. You love the cold weather.
You are not correct about that. I am ready for new season. You are not correct.
Wait, you like going to the beach?
I do.
You like grilling?
Yes.
Being out, wow.
Yeah.
Huh.
Shocking. I know. This is breaking news.
And wearing sunscreen.
Yeah, 15 SPF. Not 75 like you guys do.
100.
100, Bob, 100.
Yeah, but you need it. You know, that March sun is getting stronger now, and you definitely need that sunscreen. In fact, a moderate UV index at the beach today. It's going to be mainly sunny, some high clouds building in later for Fenwick Island and Ocean City, but notably cooler than inland areas. We're going to be in the 50s for highs as opposed to 60s for the inland areas. 1 to 3 foot waves on the coast. Lewis and Rehoboth, you're looking at temperatures into the 50s this afternoon with some high clouds building in, and waves not too bad, so a pretty easy ferry ride up to Cape May. Cambridge today, you're warming into the mid-60s with some clouds this afternoon. A little cooler in Crisfield with lower 60s for you. And then winter begins. Actually, it ends ending with spring beginning tomorrow with showers, warmer temperatures, and increasing wind. Much more on that coming up in the next half hour.
Break on CoastTV News today. Proposed Social Security protections. We'll tell you about the proposed changes to the agency that President Trump says are aimed at fighting fraud.
Also connecting Sussex communities, we look at the plans years in the making between Milford and Slaughter Beach.
Donovan Smith discussion with proposed development in the manufactured home community. We'll tell you why some locals say the idea are just not feasible. CoastTV News today. We'll be right back.
For every season, every weather moment, stay ahead with the CoastTV First Alert Weather Phone. Just call 443-880-9100. Your forecast just a call away. Sponsored by the law offices of Brockstead and Dallas Federico.
Hi, Chef Daniel Green here with Rice Robot, the 1, 2, 3 rice cooker. Watch, 1 add the white cup for rice, 2 add the blue cup for water, 3 click it and let Rice Robot perfectly cook it.
The secret is perfect cook technology for even cooking. Then Rice Robot senses when it's done, auto stops and keeps it warm to serve.
It won't burn, overcook or undercook, guaranteed.
Get the complete Rice Robot cooking system, all for just $39.99. Ordered now.
Flashing lights. See them, and you know to go slow. Now we put that same technology in the palm of your hand with Lizard Flare. It's the high-tech safety flare with no flame. Lizard Flare uses 15 high-intensity LED strobes that can be seen nearly a mile away, and a powerful magnet that sticks to your car without exiting the vehicle. Look, flares are dangerous, but Lizard Flare won't let you down. A dead battery, an empty gas tank. With Lizard Flare, help is on the way. Lizard Flare Pro has an ultra-bright flashlight too.
Get your Lizard Flare for only $9.99, but wait, Lizard Flare may be discontinued. Due to rising costs, Lizard Flare is stopping manufacturing effective immediately. There is a strict limit of 2 vehicle packs per order. Call now.
This may be your last chance, so call 1-800-604-4696. That's 1-800-604-4696 or visit lizardflare.com now.
March Mania is here. Enter your 64-team college basketball picks. Win $350 in Wawa gift cards for the top 3 brackets. Go to DelmarvaSportsNetwork.com to sign up today. The DSN Bracket Challenge, sponsored by Wawa. Now on CoastTV News.
New neighbor negotiation. Lewis officials consider adding to a manufactured home community along with the infrastructure issues that it could bring.
Rules for school boards. We look at several bills in the Delaware General Assembly that set requirements for leaders in the state's school districts.
Finding fishing pier funds. Why repairing the Cape Henlopen Pier is looking to be a costly venture.
Winter ends warmer. Lots of sunshine today with a quiet and mild end to winter. Spring begins breezy with increasing showers. Details coming up.
This is CoastTV.
March 19th, 2025. Good morning, everybody. I'm Matt Pensick. Good morning, Elisa.
Good morning, Matt. Good morning. I'm Elisa Weber. Thank you for joining us.
And the time is 5:30, middle part of the week, and I'm not sad to report this one, Elisa. Winter is ending.
Well, our director just said in our ear he wants 6 more weeks of winter.
I need to have a talk with our director during the break on that
unacceptable.
one. Yeah, I agree.
Unacceptable. No, we are ready for the warmer weather. And Bob Trey, he's going to tell us a little bit more about our forecast today. Good morning, Bob.
Good morning, Elisa and Matt. We've already had a taste of spring towards the end of winter, and today is no exception. Old man winter packing it in for the season, so that's certainly good news. But one last little shot of winter with the frosty conditions. In Salisbury and Delmar, Millsboro, 33 in Georgetown, 34 Milton. So frosty inland areas, 41 Ocean City, 37 Bethany Beach. So not as frosty at the coast. And winds are calm. We've got clear skies with high pressure right overhead. So all those factors coming together for a frosty but clear morning, good visibility. We've got some clouds to the east, high pressure over us, and some mid to high level clouds building in from the west, and warmer on the western side of this ridge. And we'll start to gradually warm up with time, but not so this morning. It's frosty cold, so leave extra time to scrape the frost, warm up the car. Then we're warming through the 40s this morning. By noon, big temperature contrast, lower 60s away from the coast, but at the beaches, it's going to be colder, 40s, and you're only topping out in the 50s, while well inland, we're looking at mid to upper 60s with some increasing clouds as we go into this evening. Bus stop forecast, frosty for the kiddos this morning. At least we'll see lots of sunshine, 32 degrees, and then heading home, 62, pretty nice into winter, sunny and mild off the bus.
Bob, our top story this half hour, more homes could be coming to an existing Lewis community. The Lewis Planning Commission is considering giving conditional use that would add 31 more lots in the Donovan Smith neighborhood. There is one empty lot that could eventually be a new manufactured home. The developer wants to build throughout this area, but some people CoastTV spoke with say there's just no room for more development.
I don't think there's room for 31. They might be lucky if they get 15 or 20 in here. It might make it a little crowded in here. You know, it'd be nice if they set up like a park or something for the children that'll probably be coming in with these trailers, because there's not much for them to do around here.
And the people living in that area do not have to pay for utilities. They are grandfathered in for 20 years. And what is not clear is what the situation will be for the new people if 31 homes are approved.
It was 3 years ago the city of Lewis annexed the Donovan Smith community. That was done to extend its sewer service and fix those long-term sewage and water problems. In 2024, water and sewer lines were replaced as part of a project that integrated the neighborhood with the city's infrastructure. This was after a new law was created in Delaware, the Clean Water Trust, to protect Delaware waterways and rebuild Delaware's drinking water infrastructure.
Happening today, we are expected to get a look at a project almost 2 years in the making. Milford and Slaughter Beach have been working together to connect the two communities. Officials want to build a bicycle and walking pathway on Route 1. And an open house will highlight this project and some of the alternatives being considered to connect the two areas. This is happening at the Milford Public Works facility.
Also today, plans continue to be worked on for an area in Milford called Deep Branch Park. Those plans will be reviewed by Sussex County's Planning and Zoning Commission. Milford wants to transform the 19-acre parcel into a park on Rehoboth Boulevard. And some of the ideas for it include playgrounds, pickleball courts, and walking trails. The commission meeting takes place at 5 p.m.
Denmark is moving forward on plans to fix the existing Cape fishing pier. Cape says the World War II era pier has already undergone significant repairs, and parts have been fenced off until structural repairs can be made. Denmark says it has $250,000 to work with, but a new pier could be $25 to $40 million. And here's what parkgoers had to say about this upgrade.
Well, we were on there to some areas it probably needs to be taken care of, and the way things are expensive these days, there probably isn't a lot of money when it comes down to it to redo part of the pier.
And another change for the park, DENREC says that it has been working with the Lewis Board of Public Works to plan for the connection of the park wastewater and Lewis BPW.
New this morning, Sun Behavior Delaware will celebrate its new outpatient building. This is scheduled for today. And what we're looking at is that the organization, this deals with adult mental health and substance use. They're holding a ribbon cutting for the building. Sun Behavioral is located right next to the hospital in Georgetown. The event starts at 3:30 and it will be followed by an open house.
This just in, with less than 2 months from Delaware's school board elections, several bills were introduced on Tuesday in the General Assembly dealing with rules for board members. House Bill 77, co-sponsored by Rehoboth Beach Democrat Claire Schneider Hall, requires school board members to be trained on the Freedom of Information Act and the State Employees Conduct Code. Bill 82 deals with residency. Candidates must live in the school district they are attempting to serve. And in House Bill 82, a person cannot be appointed to fill a vacancy unless a background check has been completed. All these bills are expected to receive a hearing in the House Education Committee in the upcoming weeks.
Tonight, the Lewis Planning Commission is looking to move forward a plan to City Council. This deals with businesses operated out of a home. And here are some of the recommendations that are expected to be reviewed. No changes to the character or exterior of the home. No medical clinics or nursing facilities. And hours of operation, that would be between 7 a.m. and 7 p.m. And this is just one of several agenda items for that meeting scheduled at 6:30. We do have developing news. The 2 American astronauts who spent more than 9 months in space, they are finally back on planet Earth, safe and sound. The group of 4, known as Crew 9, they successfully splashed down in their SpaceX Dragon capsule just before 6 p.m. Eastern Time Tuesday off the coast of Florida. It was Tallahassee, and the Crew 9 astronauts will next travel to Houston for a full medical evaluation.
We are now taking a live look at our nation's capital. New rules could make it more complicated for some people to collect their Social Security benefits. The Trump administration says they're aimed at reducing fraud. One rule starting March 31st requires people who prove their identity online to visit a field office. Another bars beneficiaries from changing their bank account information by phone starting March 29th. Those changes come as the agency is closing some field offices and trying to reduce its workforce by about 12%. Online services will still be available, but many people who collect Social Security benefits are seniors.
Got a lot more news to get to. Don't go anywhere.
Coming up, Purdue pushes back. We'll tell you about how the business is fighting claims of alleged animal abuse at one of its facilities as demonstrations continue on the Eastern Shore.
Also, Eagles legend flies forward. We'll break down the career of defensive end Brandon Graham after his retirement announcement.
And pushing for public safety, we'll tell you how Ocean City is preparing to protect locals and visitors as summer season is just around the corner. Stay with us on CoastTV News Today.
We salute Paul and Gloria Petros. Paul and Gloria exemplify dedication to service, having both entered the Navy immediately after high school and serving with distinction for 20 years. Their commendable military careers were highlighted by receiving medals for their roles in Operation Iraqi Freedom and the Gulf War. Continuing their commitment to their country, Paul and Gloria now serve as government contractors, bringing their valuable experience and skills to support national interests in their civilian capacities. We salute Paul and Gloria for their enduring service and contributions to both military and civilian endeavors.
Spicer Brothers and CoastTV are honoring military persons and first responders serving Delmarva. If you have a family member, friend, or community member that you would like to nominate for a CoastTV salute, go to coasttvsalutes.com.
Fall in love with safety and reliability at Gateway Subaru during the Subaru A Lot to Love event. From rain and snow to sunny skies, Subaru's legendary symmetrical all-wheel drive has you covered through any weather. Right now, take home a new 2025 Subaru Outback and take advantage of great financing rates as low as 1.9%. Stop by today to pre-order the all-new 2025 Subaru Forester Hybrid, designed for tomorrow. Gateway Subaru, just minutes from the beaches in the heart of Delmarva. Higher standards.
Dedication, determination, and drive. That's what's needed to be a DSN Scholar Athlete, brought to you by your Salisbury Honda dealer.
Each month, we'll award a $1,000 scholarship to a Delmarva senior that excels in the classroom and in sports.
They must have a B average or higher and a drive for good sportsmanship.
Nominate your champion today on the Features tab on DelmarvaSportsNetwork.com.
The DSN Scholar Athlete, sponsored by your Salisbury Honda dealer.
You rip and tear your old statements and bills, but thieves use this information to steal your identity. Don't be a victim. Get the ID Police, the new ink roller that encrypts all your old documents. So before you throw it out, just roll it on, and your information is gone, both on the front and through the back. Even if the paper is held up to the light, even your medical information is safe with the ID Police. So block it out before you throw it out. Order now and get your ID Police for as low as $9.99 and get free shipping too. This offer is not available on Amazon, so call or click now to get your ID Police for as low as $9.99 with free shipping. Order now.
Call 1-800-803-0512. That's 1-800-803-0512. Or visit getidpolice.com. So call 1-800-803-0512 now.
5:40 on this last day of winter morning. Dry Tech Camp 41 in Ocean City. You're too warm for frost here, but inland areas, we are frosty with temperatures in the low to mid 30s. 41 in Ocean City. The winds are calm right now, so clear, calm, and cold on this last morning of winter as we're looking at clear skies across Delmarva. Some clouds to the east and to the west, but high pressure will be keeping us high and dry today. And of course, that Powerball jackpot's way up there. Maybe you're going to play today. You got to play it to win it. And the next 3 days, well, the next 2 days are mild with showers on Thursday and then windy and cooler on Friday. Call the CoastTV First Alert weather phone. Another way to get your forecast, sponsored by Brockstead Mandalis Federico.
Happening now, we're getting details about wildfires in Oklahoma. At least 4 people are dead and hundreds more have been injured. According to the Emergency Management Department, more than 400 homes across the state have been damaged. These fires have burned at least 179,000 acres so far. More extreme fire conditions and powerful winds are predicted for today.
In Milton, a couple of ways for the town to keep speed under control on the roads is being looked at the town's Streets and Sidewalks Committee meeting. The use of portable radar and an electric speed program could be voted on and, if approved, sent to the town council.
At the end of winter, several coastal communities are preparing for the summer season. The Ocean City Police Department says it is hiring seasoned public safety officers. OCPD says some of the duties include parking enforcement, patrol, and traffic control. Applicants must have a valid driver's license and GED, and people can submit applications online.
Delmarva Sports Network from the Wawa Studios.
As much as fans may hope, professional athletes don't play forever. And Eagles fans dealt with that reality yesterday as one of the all-time greats hung up his cleats for good. Eagles legend and former Michigan Wolverine star Brandon Graham officially announced his retirement from the NFL. The 15-year NFL vet goes out as a 2-time Super Bowl champion with the Birds. The edge rusher goes down as the longest tenured Eagle in franchise history, playing a record 218 games. Graham was one of the heroes in Super Bowl 52, strip-sacking Tom Brady late in the game to clinch the victory. This season, he came back early from a torn tricep injury to play in Super Bowl 59, another Eagles win. And in college hoops, we are only 1 day away from the men's basketball NCAA tournament round of 64, and it comes with DSN's 2025 Basketball Bracket Challenge. If you think you can pick a perfect bracket, join our contest for a chance at prizes if your bracket is in the top 3. First place will win a $200 Wawa gift card, second place earns a $100 gift card, and third place receives a $50 Wawa gift card. Myself, along with DSN's Tim Nolan, Kayla Santiago, Michelle Roberts, and Patrick Cassett, will make our own brackets that you can compare with and go up against. So head over to DelmarvaSportsNetwork.com and click the Bracket Challenge tab, and you can make your selections from there. Remember to fill out those brackets before they lock tomorrow at noon. That'll do it for sports. Have a great day, everyone.
And coming up tonight on DSN, your game of the night at 7:30, it's a DSN special, the 2024 Coach Who Makes a Difference. Then at 8 p.m., Cape Henlopen hosts St. Mark's in baseball. And as always, tune in to the final score at 10:30.
It is barely spring. In fact, we're just less than 24 hours away from spring, but Hollywood is already thinking summer. David Daniel has a trio of new previews for upcoming films in today's Hollywood Minute.
Come on, brother. Grip it and rip it.
I guess I need to update my happy place to something a little more age appropriate.
Nearly 30 years after he first hit the links, Adam Sandler is back in the official teaser trailer for Happy Gilmore 2. The comedy sequel is set to tee off July 25th on Netflix.
You're the matchmaker. You want a drink?
Sure. Coke and beer.
Hey, buddy.
Hi, John.
Dakota Johnson stars in Materialists as a high-powered matchmaker caught between an old friend, played by Chris Evans, and a rich suitor, played by Pedro Pascal. The romantic drama, written and directed by Celine Song, Oscar-nominated for Past Lives, opens in theaters June 13th.
Now, the Kremlin wants the world to believe that Russia is waging a war against terrorists. Its real purpose is a dedicated campaign of genocide.
Well, you said you were going to be tough on him. You've dropped a bomb on his doorstep.
I was aiming for his lap.
Maxine Peake stars in Words of War as Russian-American investigative journalist and human rights activist Anna Politkovskaya, who paid for her reporting on the Second Chechen War with her life. The political drama opens in theaters May 2nd, one day before UN World Press Freedom Day on May 3rd. In Hollywood, I'm David Daniel.
Rough week? You can cheer up with a weekly dose of local good news from CoastTV with personal features, fun things to do each weekend, and more. Sign up now for free at coasttv.com/sign up and get your weekly dose of joy directly into your inbox on Fridays. Speaking of joy,
sounds like the Tonight Show with Johnny Carson. We're looking at 32 degrees in Salisbury. Our last day of winter is a dry one, cold to start and then mild to end. And we're looking at a mild end to the day with spring beginning mild tomorrow with showers later in the day. Breezy conditions, very windy by Friday. Your forecast details coming up in 2 minutes. Stay tuned.
Download the free Coast TV First Alert Weather app today.
How many times have you tried to clean a stubborn mess but end up with no success? What you need is the all-new waterproof Ruby Horsepower, the new cordless and rechargeable power scrubber that cleans faster and easier, guaranteed. Watch, baked on oven grease is no match. It blasts away dirt and grime in no time. The power comes from our rotating brushes, spinning at 350 RPM. The incredible torque fights calcium, mildew, mold, and more. Take it in the kitchen, where it busts through caked-on crud, or outside and tackle tough tasks with ease. Get your Ruby Horsepower with 4 additional attachments, all for just $39.99. Great news! They're in stock and ready to ship. Due to high demand, only 2 per order. Order now.
Call 1-800-455-0217. That's 1-800-455-0217 or visit horsepowerscrubber.com. So call 1-800-455-0217 now.
Today at 4 on Coast Life, smart tax planning isn't just about numbers, it's about impact. Learn how charitable giving can play a key role in your business and family strategy. Coast Life, today at 4 on Coast TV.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Enjoy 10 songs in a row. Sponsored by Pohanga Kia of Salisbury.
Join America's favorite game
You never know what's going to happen.
for the I can't believe it and always for the unexpected.
Treat yourself a round of sausage.
That's not it, but thank you.
Wednesday at 7 on Coast TV.
Next Jeopardy! 3-game champ Alex DeFrank racks up the winnings.
Rock solid.
Now, can he clear 100,000?
Real-time Jeopardy drama.
Next Jeopardy!
Wednesday at 7:30 on Coast TV.
The time is now 5:48 and we are taking a live look outside at Salisbury this morning. Bob, it's a cooler morning outside, but like yesterday, hopefully it warms up throughout the day and the sun is shining.
Yeah, I would almost go cold this morning,
Yeah.
Lisa, because we're talking about frost. You know, winter doesn't want to give up just yet. I know it's the last day, but old man winter wants to get his icy fingers on there. And here are the temperatures that are pretty frosty out there right now. 32 in Salisbury and Delmar. Just checked my home station in Millsboro, 33 there, 34 in Milton. and probably not frosty in Rehoboth with 38 degrees and then 41 in Ocean City. The winds are calm right now, so at least we're not talking wind chill, but it is frosty out there, so leave extra time to scrape the windshield and warm up the car. We're looking at clear skies right now. We've got some clouds off to the east and then clouds to the west, so right in between, sandwiched in between, we've got the clear skies over the top of us. But once this high slides offshore, we'll get into a warmer flow around this high. There are some mid to high level clouds moving in from the Ohio Valley. Those will slide in later on. And we're watching this powerful area of low pressure snowing now from Kansas up into Nebraska, Omaha, into Iowa. They're expecting blizzard conditions there. And this is a big wind machine as well. And as the system moves to the northeast, it will drag a cold front through us later tomorrow, giving us a chance of showers, not looking severe at this point. Here's Futurecast this morning. We're frosty cold with temperatures in the 30s, and then we're into the 50s around 10 o'clock, looking at a lot of sunshine, but those temperatures lagging at the beaches because of the cold Atlantic Ocean, still in the 40s. So we're looking at 40s to 50s around, Rehoboth, 52 in Lewis. Otherwise, we're looking at clouds increasing this evening and 60s well to the west, maybe mid-60s, Seaford back through the Delmar area. Then those clouds thicken up through the overnight hours, and by tomorrow morning, we're in the 40s. Clouds getting thicker tomorrow, and we're looking at the breezes picking up as well. We're into the 60s, inland areas, cooler at the beaches, mid to upper 60s by tomorrow afternoon. But those winds starting to pick up. That's ahead of that cold front of that system I was just talking about. That'll bring showers in Thursday evening, and some of those showers could be heavier. Can't rule out a rumble of thunder. So Long Neck back through Salisbury points east, you'll see those showers. I think they're still lingering through about 10 o'clock, but here's the cold front that'll be sliding through, and then behind it, we're going to be seeing clearing skies Friday morning, getting really windy on Friday and colder. We're in the 30s in the morning and then only in the 50s in the afternoon, but feeling much colder with these strong winds that are coming in out of the south, around 30 miles per hour tomorrow afternoon. And then once that front comes through Friday morning, those winds really start howling, maybe up to 40 miles per hour, maybe even stronger into the afternoon hours on Friday, and colder, and maybe about a half inch to about 3/4 of an inch of rain with this front. Not a big system. Paul Davis 7-day forecast. Winter ends mild and spring starts mild. 67 with late day showers. Windy on Friday, 54. 64 on Saturday, maybe a sprinkle, then much cooler on Sunday. Then another chance of showers on Monday, and 64.
Thank you, Bob. Right now, a small group of protesters are making some noise against animal agriculture. After the start of demonstrations on Tuesday, the group called Direct Action Everywhere, or DXE, will say they will continue to set up outside of Purdue's headquarters near Salisbury this week. DXE is protesting alleged animal abuse at a Purdue subsidiary in Northern California, and a Purdue spokesperson says the group's allegations are false and that Purdue has been a leader in animal welfare.
Protest or demonstration, whatever you want to call it here, the three of us on the side of the road shouldn't impact anyone's life. We're just here with a message of peace and compassion for animals and the environment.
We operate under transparency. We've spoken with associates. We met with them last week to let them know what to expect. We talked to local elected officials to let them know what might be happening. We've been working with local law enforcement as well. So we want to be completely transparent because we didn't know what was going to happen.
In protests in other areas, there have been charges filed for theft and trespassing.
It's a frosty start on this last full day of winter. 32 in Salisbury. Good visibility. It's just you're going to be scraping frost for a little while this morning. It does warm up this afternoon, and then spring begins mild with some showers and breezy conditions. Very windy into Friday. Weekend not too bad. Your 10-day forecast is next.
Coaches make a difference for their athletes and communities, and we want to honor them.
Each month, the Preston Automotive Group will select a coach who makes a difference and donate $500 to their organization. Then at the end of the year, 3 of these coaches will receive an additional donation to their program.
The coach can be from any sport at any level up to and including high school.
Nominate your coach today at DelmarvaSportsNetwork.com.
Delmarva Sports Network's Coach Who Makes a Difference. Sponsored by Preston Automotive Group.
Flashing lights. See them, and you know to go slow. Now we put that same technology in the palm of your hand with Lizard Flare. It's the high-tech safety flare with no flame. Lizard Flare uses 15 high-intensity LED strobes that can be seen nearly a mile away. and a powerful magnet that sticks to your car without exiting the vehicle. Look, flares are dangerous, but Lizard Flare won't let you down. A dead battery, an empty gas tank. With Lizard Flare, help is on the way. Lizard Flare Pro has an ultra bright flashlight too.
Get your Lizard Flare for only $9.99, but wait, Lizard Flare may be discontinued. Due to rising costs, Lizard Flare is stopping manufacturing effective immediately. There is a strict limit of 2 vehicle packs per order. Call now.
This may be your last chance, so call 1-800-604-4696. That's 1-800-604-4696 or visit lizardflare.com now.
Give me a home where the buffalo roam, where the deer and the antelope play, where southern is heard a discouraging word and the skies are not cloudy all day.
For your home and your range. Bad boy. Power, performance, attitude.
The Eagles at the Sphere in Las Vegas. Our 5 finalists are Patty from Salisbury, Rob from Ocean Pines, Alicia from Salisbury, JR from Selbyville, Forrest from Bowers Beach. Come out and cheer on your favorite March 22nd at Crawl Street Tavern in Ocean City.
Spring is on the way and pollen exposure is picking up nationwide. Now a nonprofit has named which U.S. cities are allergy capitals. The Asthma and Allergy Foundation of America says the most problematic regions for allergy sufferers are in the Midwest and Southeast. The Northeast, where we live, they have some of the least problematic cities for those allergies. So that's good news, Elisa.
It is, but I have really bad allergies, so I can't go anywhere else. And Nestle is recalling some of its frozen Stouffer's and lean cuisine meals over a potential wood-like material. The meals being recalled are lean cuisine butternut squash ravioli, spinach and artichoke ravioli, and lemon garlic shrimp stir-fry, as well as Stouffer's party-sized chicken lasagna. Those meals were distributed at major U.S. retailers between September 2024 and this month.
Actor Stanley Tucci is opening up about a thyroid issue he experienced last year. On a recent episode of David Tennant Does a Podcast With, Tucci described feeling exhausted while filming episodes of his show Searching for Italy. He said a blood test revealed a non-functioning thyroid, delayed effect of cancer treatment he had a few years ago. He now takes medication to address this issue.
And the time is 5:56, so we're going to check in with our coastal pet of the day.
And today's coastal pet of the day lives up to his name on your screen. That is Bolt, everybody. We hear that as soon as he gets the opportunity, he will bolt. Bolt was sent to us by Cody in Millsboro.
And we want to see more of your pets on Delmarva. Send us photos and tell us what makes them so special. You can take a look at your screen. Scan that QR code there, get your friend to us here, and then watch weekdays from 5 to 7 a.m. to see the pets we feature. Bolt, Cody, that's a familiar name there. I hope that Bolt lives in a good fenced-in yard. Well, the time is now 5:57, so we're going to take another quick look at your forecast. Yeah, we got a cold morning on the final full morning of winter, Bob.
Yep, it's a little frosty out there. Old Man Winter doesn't want to give up just yet, but we're going to be scraping some frost this morning with temperatures in the 30s, but lots of sunshine, light winds today, mid-60s inland, but I think you're stuck in the 50s at the beaches. Here's a Paul Davis 10-day forecast. Mild end to winter and then spring. Well, it gets breezy as it arrives 5:01 a.m. 67 late-day showers into the evening hours, windy and cold on Friday. Weekend not bad, maybe a few showers on Saturday, 64, cooling down on Sunday. Another shower chance Monday, and then it looks like a little cooler after that, maybe a little more rain by the end of the week.
Coming up in our next hour, blocking transition treatment. We have the details in a Delaware bill that could set restrictions on gender surgeries. And more when Coast TV News Today continues.